Like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home, because now I'm feeling so stupid, because like, why would I even agree to do something like this when I know I was not active? Like, I was just trying to be fast and be like my friends. Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And if you're not new here, hey girl, hey, how you doing? How you been? Where you from? Where you at? So by the title of the video, y'all already know what's finna be going on. Let's get straight into it. We don't want to waste no time. Oh yeah, I don't think none of the beauties seen me on this channel with my glasses, but yes, these are my prescription glasses. So your girl is blind in real life, for real. So yeah, we just did the, you know, the little natural beauty with the glasses, little lip gloss, nothing too, you know what I'm saying? We gotta finish before the sun go down, okay? So let's get into it. So boom, y'all, this story time takes place, I would say I was about, how old was I? I would say 12, 13 years old. It was before I lost my V card and everything like that, okay? So backstory, I was attending this school named Rismaamonae College Preparatory Academy. Y'all heard me name this school so many other times in so many other videos in the past. We wore uniform, plaid skirts, white shirts, the blazers that said the school logo. It was like a real, you know, college prep school for real. In that school, y'all know, fought the bully Vanessa or whatever. Y'all heard about her. Me and Vanessa had became friends. Vanessa was a fast one, okay? She was one of the fast ones. There was a couple of more females I used to hang out with. They were also fast ones, feel me? Y'all know the girl Lolo. I brought her up in one of the story times from the past. I forgot what I named it, but it basically was me trying to fight Lolo, me and Lolo having beef or whatever, and then she would always call her family to the school to fight, and she would never fight, and then her cousin and them had wound up jumping me. Y'all remember that? But yeah, so she's in the story. So if I say Lolo, y'all know exactly who I'm talking about, okay? So at this time, y'all, I am promiscuous. I am a virgin, okay? And I am a follower, okay? I want to fit in. I want cool points. I want brownie points as well. So, you know, like I said, I'm following everybody, saying what they saying, doing, trying to do what they do. But, you know, it never really gave that for me, feel me? So, boom, I was always smart in school, straight A's and B's, you know what I'm saying? The teachers always said the same thing. I hung out with the wrong students. I hung out with bad influences. It was so easy to peer pressure me into smoking and cutting school and little stuff like that. It was so easy to peer pressure me. Like I said, I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be involved. I wanted to be like my friends, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So boom, Lolo, you know, people pick her up from school all the time. Somebody pick her up from school, and it's her cousin. We gonna call him Shorty. Shorty was like in his 20s or whatever, feel me? So Shorty, he was short just like us, feel me? I would say he was like our height. It looked like he went to the school with us, but he didn't. He was in his 20s. So Shorty was short just like us or whatever. He used to come to the school, pick Lolo up. All the girls wanted Shorty. I was one of them. I was in love with Shorty. When I tell you in love with Shorty, before me and Lolo started beefing, I asked Lolo, can I get a picture of him? Because she used to stay bringing this camera to school, and she used to snap pictures of all of us, the whole school. Like, she was one of those that kept memories of every single thing. If I go back and ask her to this day, she probably still have all of the pictures that she has snapped in middle school. I would really love to see those, for real, for real. I would really love to see those. But anyway, she was one of those. She always had pictures. She always was taking pictures. So I asked her, let me get a picture of your cousin.
I normally don't do that.
I was on him like that. When I tell you 13-year-old Charisma was very delusional over boys, yes, I was very delusional over boys. No, I wasn't active yet. No, I wasn't getting down like that yet. But some of my friends were. So hear me out. Lolo basically gives me a picture of him. I tape it in the back of one of my notebooks. It's one of my notebooks that I said I'm gonna write a story or whatever like that, right? So I tape it in the back of one of my notebooks. I'm circling hearts around it. I'm looking at it every day. I'm really like delusional. I'm writing stories like, yeah, me and him about to get married. We about to do this. Yeah, very delusional state of mind. I was 13, okay? 13. Okay, so boom, during this time, like I said, I used to hang out with Vanessa. I used to hang out with other girls and stuff like that as well. And these other girls, they were fast. They were doing things that I wasn't doing, okay? They was humping, they was sucking, they was doing a whole bunch of stuff that I was not doing, okay? And you know what they say, birds of a feather flock together. If you's a hoe, your friends are hoe, y'all's hoes, y'all is hoes. That's it. That's it, and that's all, feel me? So at the time when I would catch Vanessa doing her little things, or I would go with her and she would do little weird things, I mentioned a couple of things in the videos before, but I would be like, nah, I'm not with that. Like, she's tripping, she's doing too much, blah, 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 blah. I started noticing that Vanessa would get anybody that she say she liked and that she wanted. Feel me? Because she was fast. So she was doing things that I didn't know how to do yet. So I wasn't doing things. So the boys, they really wasn't checking for me. They was like, Charisma ain't giving it up, so we ain't really on her like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had this idea in my head that if I start telling people that I do things that Vanessa do, and that I'm not a virgin, and that I'm sexually active, and I'm doing all of this, then maybe that the boys will like me, right?
This is so humiliating.
Yeah, that was true, but it was also stupid of me. So now I'm going around saying, yeah, I do the same thing Vanessa do, yeah, you know, but I keep it a little classy. I don't do all the extra stuff she was doing it, you know. Yeah, so I do this, I do that, knowing I don't do anything. I don't even know how boys and girls supposed to have sex. I don't even know how to do anything. I'm just saying this is what I do because I'm really infatuated with Shorty, and I want Shorty to be my boyfriend. My young delusional self, my 13-year-old wanted a 20-something-year-old to be my boyfriend. I think at the time he was like 21.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
At this point, me and Lolo, we had beef, but we didn't really have beef like that where any of the fights was happening. This was before her family even jumped me and stuff like that, right? So boom, one day after school come, all the girls, they going to the projects. So I'm like, oh, I want to go to the projects too because I know Shorty gonna be there. Lolo, you know, she taking us. That's her projects where she living. So I'm like, cool, I want to go too. I'm being fast, you know, I'm being grown. I want to go too. Even though my grandmother said I can't go to nobody's house after school, I have to come straight to SpongeBob's house because her house was like a couple of blocks away from the school, but we lived in Harlem, so that was like 2 bus rides. So she didn't want me to do 2 bus rides. She wanted me always to meet her at SpongeBob's house and either spend a night there depending, or go all the way home with her. Feel me? That was the plan. I didn't listen to that plan. I stayed out later than what I should have stayed out. So let me tell you how it went. So we leaving school one day. Lolo telling the girls, yeah, we going to the hood. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to the hood too. I don't care who don't like me, who not effing with me, who I don't really get along with. I'm going to the hood too because I want to be fast and I know that Shorty is going to be there, okay? We get to the hood. Shorty is there. Shorty downstairs. He there. His friend down there. Everybody downstairs. Everybody doing what they do. So we talking for a little bit, you know, everybody just catching up, whatever like that. Shorty knew I liked him and stuff like that. So boom, Shorty doing his little flirting back. It's Lolo, it's Shorty, it's Shorty's friend, which we just gonna call him K. So it's Lolo, it's Shorty, it's K, and it's one of Lolo's other friends. I had for her too before. We just gonna call her C, because I don't got time for names right now. I'm trying to hurry up before the sun go down. So we just gonna call her C. Us 4, we all go upstairs. We get upstairs, we go to the elevators. I'm going to just say they live on floor 13. So we get to floor 13 or whatever. The friend, he goes in first. He was flirting with the other girl, C or whatever, but I guess him and C already did stuff or whatever, so they wasn't really feeling each other. So the friend goes in first. He goes in the room. He starts playing the game. I didn't know that until I entered the house, but that's what he went to do. Now, me and Shorty, we like flirting a little bit up on the wall and stuff like that. Mind you, if I didn't tell y'all this boy was 21, then you would not know he was 21 because he was so short. He was so immature. He had a little kid brain, like little kid brain cells. It was like, seriously, he was like I was looking at him like one of us because he was, you know, our height, but really that was a grown-ass man. Like, come on now, we both knew better. So Lolo basically like, yeah, so what y'all gonna do? Da 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 da. She's about to go in the house, or she go in the house, she say hi to her grandmother, whatever like that. I go in the house with Shorty. Shorty guides me to the room. So me and Shorty in the room, we talking or whatever. His friend is sitting there playing the game. So we behind him, like he's playing the game here, and it's like a bed on this wall over here. So we over there by the window or whatever, and we talking and stuff like that. So he's asking me questions like, oh, did you do it before? Are you active? What do you know how to do?
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
Da, 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 da. And I'm answering him. Mind you, I'm mad shy because I'm lying my ass off. I'm like, yeah, I'm not a virgin. Yeah, I know what to do. Yeah, I know how to do that. Boom, boom, boom. Long story short, feel me? Trigger warning, because I don't want, just click off the video. But listen, long story short, I was going down like a 304 that day, if you ask me, because 30-year-old me is looking back like Charisma And that's why I always said I would take this story to the grave, but it ain't no taking the story to the grave, because I know it's other little girls out here that's like this, and they want to see and they want to know. And yeah, before y'all even get to that and mess up y'all little childhood and stuff like that, keep listening. So boom, the friend there playing the game, like I said, shorty lays me back on the bed or whatever. He's kissing my neck and stuff. I'm just like, oh my god, like it's really about to happen, stuff like that, right? So boom, like I said, we go to the exemia. So we have a skirt on. I have a skirt, so it wasn't that hard, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have no stockings on or whatever. He pulled up my skirt or whatever. He put protection on or whatever, and I'm trying to keep this as PG as possible. So he put protection on or whatever, and he goes to try to put his thing, you know, where it belongs. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it didn't belong there because it didn't go in.
Lord Jesus.
He attempts like 3 tries. It hurts very bad. I'm like, oh no, like I don't want to do this. My friends did not say that it hurt. They was bragging about it like it was all of that and then some. Here I am trying to be fast like them, right? So I'm sitting there like, no, it hurt, like this is crazy. So y'all, it never went in. He never popped no cherry, never black, nothing like that ever happened. Feel me? He tried like 3 times. It did not go in. I was sandpaper dry, okay? Sandpaper dry. My thing, I guess, was too small for what he had going on. So at this point, y'all, I start crying. I'm not gonna lie, I start crying. So when I start crying, shorty jumps up from the bed and shorty like, oh, what's going on? You good? Like, what happened? I thought you did it before. Your thing is so tight. Da 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 da.
I almost called the cops.
And he just saying all of this stuff. So I'm just crying. I'm like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home, because now I'm feeling so stupid, because like, why would I even agree to do something like this when I know I was not active? Like, I was just trying to be fast and be like my friends, because I thought the boys would want me if I say that I was active. But really, no, it wasn't given that. So I'm crying or whatever. So the friend, he turns around, he's like, I know you ain't just trying to sleep with her. Oh, nah, you tripping. She crying. Nah, get her up out the room. Shorty, you about to go to jail. Like, you tripping, shorty, you about to go to jail. Like, why would you do that? You tripping. So he like, nah, but she told me she was active and all of this and all of that, da-da-da-da-da. And then I lied about my age as well. But you grown enough to know, me and your cousin, we in the same school. You know damn well I am not all that older than her. So I don't even know, why would you think I was in a high school? I was going to the high school side. No, I was in her grade. We was in what, 8th, 9th grade or something like that. So I don't even know why you would think that, oh, she goes to school on the high school side, because it was a middle school side, high school side, stuff like that. So it was 12th graders and all that. So I don't know if he thought because I was built, you know, I was really built when I was young. I was built like a grown woman, but you could tell in my face, when you look at my face, that I was a little ass girl. I'm 13 years old. Come on, everybody could have told that, feel me? So all this is going on or whatever. I'm like, I want to go home. Just take me home. I just want to leave. So boom, he walks me out, whatever. Him and his friend walks me out. Shorty just sitting there laughing. Like, he's just like, I don't know what's wrong with her. Like, she's tripping, blah. So we get downstairs. We get on the elevator or whatever. We get downstairs. Lolo, I don't know where Lolo is. I guess, I don't know if Lolo was still in the house or if she went downstairs. I don't know. All I know is I was traumatized. So we get downstairs to the elevator or whatever. It's mad people outside. You know how the projects is, it's mad people outside. So I'm coming out the building. The friend is holding his arm around me and I'm crying. Like, I'm crying like a baby crying. So the friend is like, come on, I'm gonna walk you to the bus stop. Just come on, let me walk you to the bus stop. So as soon as we walk in, some girl, she run up on Shorty and she start hitting Shorty. And she's like, oh, what did you do to her? What did you do to her? I know you had her upstairs. What did you do to her? She looked like a little ass girl. Why would you do that? You tripping. So all these girls, they start getting on Shorty like, why would you do that? He's laughing like, I didn't even do nothing. You can ask her, I didn't even do nothing. Like, we didn't even do nothing. I mean, granted, we didn't, but you did try it 3 times, and you knew I was underage, and I knew I was underage, and I made up this whole lie, so I kind of always felt like it was my fault, but I still blame you too, because you was 21 and you knew what was up. You wasn't stupid. You knew what was up. So it was both of our faults, feel me? Me trying to be fast and grown, and you, because you could look at my face and tell I'm a child. Come on now. I know a lot of the girls in my grade was active, and they was giving it up. The ones that lived in the projects, but I wasn't like that. I can barely go outside for real. Like, really for real. Like, so I'm just crying or whatever. The girl come over to me. She's trying to talk to me. Oh, what did he do to you? What did he do to you? I'm not talking to her. I'm ignoring her. I'm like, just leave me alone. I want to go home. The girl tried to hit me.
Got it. Noted. You're a weird bitch.
I'm like, damn, that must be his girlfriend. And I found out that it was his girlfriend. And I also found out when they was arguing that he did this with multiple females. He always takes them up there to his grandmother's house and do the zoo with them.
Get this bum out of here, will you?
So I was like, wow, my husband, like, I didn't know none of this, feel me? I was so delusional, so dumb. So the friend, he just walking me, he's like, listen, I'm gonna take you to the bus stop. I need you to stay from over here. You need to stay in a child's place. You knew you wasn't ready for none of that, and you gonna tell him that you was active and all of that. Like, you tripping, bro. You not like your friends, because Vanessa, the friend was, he had been with Vanessa before. They know Vanessa fast and stuff like that. So just because I hung out with Vanessa, they thought maybe I was like Vanessa, and because I was telling them that, yeah, I was like her and I do what she do, they was believing me. But you could tell me crying and his thing couldn't fit, and I'm traumatized that I lied about the whole thing. I literally lied about the whole thing just to be grown, because I thought he was gonna marry me and I was 13.
You're delusional! Yeah!
Delusional, right? So the friend walked me to the bus stop or whatever. I get to the bus stop, so I'm still crying or whatever. He's telling me, like, just chill out, just go home, stay from around here. You not grown, stop lying, just living your true self, be yourself, like, just be yourself, feel me? So I'm like, cool, took his word of advice or whatever. Gets on the bus, goes a couple stops, gets off, walk down to SpongeBob crib, right? Now, at this age group, I did not know about the birds and the bees. My grandmother, nobody gave me this talk yet. My mother didn't give me this talk yet. I didn't know what was right from wrong. I didn't know whether grown men, little girl, I didn't know any of this. I was totally blind. I didn't know right from wrong, for real. I knew what was right, but when it came to sex and stuff like that, I didn't know. And I just thought that the only one in the school not sexually active and everybody else was. So I just thought, you know, but I thought really, really wrong. So I get home or whatever, I am devastated. I grabs the book, I write the whole story down in little blocks. Like, I draw little blocks and I say from what happened from when we left school to the time that I got on that bus. Then I went back to the picture of his face on it and I started Xing it and scribbling it out with pen, scribbling it out, just stabbing his goddamn face with the pen or whatever. So I do that or whatever. I cry myself to sleep. I go to sleep. I get woken up to a belt. My grandmother standing there, my aunt standing there. My aunt got the book in her hand, which is SpongeBob. So SpongeBob, she yelling. She like, oh, you think you grown? You think you grown? Why would you write this in the book? What was you doing? Like, you think you grown? Who is this man? Like, who is this? Like, you tripping? I couldn't even explain. I couldn't even say nothing. SpongeBob pulled me off that top bump and she beat me for a good 15 minutes, wailed me out, threw me all over the floor, wowed me up, and I deserved that, as she should. She should have did more.
Let's really clock it.
So I'm thinking now they gonna tell me what's right, what's wrong. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? Because I'm still confused. I'm still a child. I don't know. Instead of them doing that, you know what they do? SpongeBob and my grandmother, they get on the phone.
Hey, yeah, Charisma was being fast. Yep, she was with a man. Yep, she wrote it in a book.
That's crazy.
He was trying to put his thing in, it didn't fit. Yep, right up in the project. Yep, she just like her mama.
Bitch, is you crazy?
Y'all, they done called the whole family, told the whole family my business, embarrassed me, called my father and all of that. Like, when I tell you the whole family was talking down on me, I was like, what? That is crazy. Yeah,
She fast, she this, she that.
I wasn't fast. I just didn't know. I didn't know. I thought it was okay because this is what I'm seeing around me and it looks like it's okay. So I'm just like, okay. And then I'm thinking, as the parents that's home, y'all supposed to tell me what's right, what's wrong, what's not okay. If something happened, you need to say this, you need to tell me. Y'all not telling me none of this. So I'm just thinking it's totally fine. Feel me? So they do all of that. Now they start passing the book around the family.
Bitch, are you dumb?
So now these people is reading the book in real time. And I'm embarrassed. Like, I go to Baby D house, her mother has the book to this day. She was reading the book. They passing the book around. I'm embarrassed, bro. Embarrassed, feel me? But it's nothing that I can say because I did it and I got to stand on that, feel me?
I'm always gonna tell the truth.
I let the situation die down, feel me? I go back to school, everything good, everything copacetic, feel me? I don't tell nobody really what happened with me getting beat and stuff. I tell a select few people what happened upstairs or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I went up, da-da-da-da-da. I was crying, and they was like, damn, so you lied? So you don't be getting down like Vanessa? And I'm like, I lied because I liked him. And I started getting mad, and I started having a lot of fights because of that, because I would get mad because people would be laughing at me like, so you lied? You cat just to get some D? You cat? No, I thought I was going to get a ring. I thought I was going to get married. I was 13 living in a fairy tale. That nigga was short just like me, and I thought he was my husband.
But you're dumb as shit.
All of that's going on. Long story short, I noticed that Lolo hooked up one of her other friends with Shorty. That grinded my gears. I was mad as hell, but I didn't say nothing. I was just like, you know what? I just hope that she is active and she know what she doing, which she was. Because me, I was never ready for that. But I just felt some type of way because I'm like, damn, Shorty, like, you going through all of these little middle school, high school girls. Like, you don't care about no age. Like, age ain't nothing but a number. As he said, age ain't nothing but a number. Like, that you thought that was okay? That was not okay. That was really weird. Now that we both grown, that was really weird. After that, I say a couple days later, my father come down from Delaware. My father come down from Delaware with his girlfriend. They both jump out the car. They got the toolies in their hand. So they like, yeah, where he at? Where he at? So I'm like, where who at? Where the boy that did something to you? Where he did something to you at? Yeah, I seen the book. Yeah, show me him. Show me him. We gonna end him. Y'all, my father put me in the back of his car. Him and his girlfriend, I'm riding around with them. All through the projects, all circling around. He talking about show me him. Point him out. All you gotta do is point him out. Y'all, I seen Shorty. I did not point him out. I did not point him out. We is in a project. Like, you think I'm really about to point somebody out and then we get jumped and all of this out the project? You know what goes down in the projects. I just wasn't with it. I couldn't do it. Feel me? Like, even though I knew what he did was wrong, I also felt like I really didn't point him out because I still felt like I was mostly at fault because I lied about everything. I chose to go up there. Even though my grandmother said, come home, I still decided to go to the projects. You feel what I'm saying? I felt like so much of this was my fault. At 13, I'm feeling like I'm the blame. So I didn't want to get this man, you know, charged and all of that because my grandmother was talking about, oh, I'm going to put him in jail. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But they really couldn't see his face on the picture because remember I told you I X'd out, stabbed it out. So they really just seen the body. You could tell it was like a grown man, but he was a little grown man. He was like a little man, like Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that happened. My father mad or whatever. He's saying point him out. I'm not pointing him out or whatever. So my father, you know, eventually him and his girlfriend, they don't live in New York now. They live in Delaware. So they travel back to Delaware. They never find out about the guy. Life just goes on from there. After I told a couple of people at the school what happened, I never told nobody else. We never spoke about it. I never spoke to Shorty again after that. I did see him one more time after that, not by herself like that, but in passing, I seen him. I seen his friend a few times when Vanessa was with the friend and stuff like that. But other than that, I never slept with him, never seen him. None of that, feel me? Me and Lolo, we really started beefing because I put in my head that this was all Lolo fault. I was just trying to deflect and be like, oh, Charisma's not your fault. It's her fault. So I put all the blame on her. Lolo, this your fault because you had no business taking me upstairs to your grandma's crib. You had no business taking me up there to meet Shorty. You had no business taking me to them projects. But really, I'm the one who wanted to go. I wasn't invited. I invited myself.
Clock that T.
So I couldn't get mad at her about that. But back then, yes, I was mad at her because I felt like, yo, you feeding the sharks. Like, Shorty is the sharks and you feeding us to him. You just giving us to him. But really, we asking to be gave to him. We asking, you know what I'm saying? So she did what she felt was right. It was crazy. Like I said, I thought I would always take this story with me to the grave because I didn't want to really expose nobody. Because again, I still a little bit feel like I'm at fault. You know what I'm saying? Because I should have never lied about things. And then maybe it would have never went how it went. But then again, he still was a grown-ass man. And he knew I was a little girl. And we all was at fault, honestly. I even feel like my parents was at fault too. Because where was the talk about the birds and the bees? I still never even got it even after that situation. Y'all didn't sit me down and say, yo, he a grown man. You're not supposed to be doing this. You're not supposed to be doing that. Why would you do this? This is right. This is wrong. Y'all didn't sit me down and say none of that. Y'all just beat me, told me I was fast, showed everybody the book. Embarrassment every single time I went to any family member house. They talking about it at the dinner table. Like, I don't want to hear that.
I'm going through it, bitch.
So, yeah, I feel like everybody was at fault, for real. I was 13. I was a child. Honestly, what really, really made me tell a story, though, for real, though, I've been watching that Naziah Harris case, and that joint been keeping me up at night, and I really hope they find her, because it's crazy. Like, that is crazy, bro. I'm not saying I went through nothing like that, but that is crazy. crazy. And her family need to be under the jail with that nigga. It just made me think of this story time because I was 13 and she was 13. You know what I'm saying? That's really like the only similarity it had, and a grown man, you know. But I wouldn't say I was being groomed because he was not like texting me and stuff and, oh, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stepped out there like, yeah, I do this, I do that. Yeah, I want you, I need that. And he thought he was gonna give me that, and it wasn't working because I was dry as a Sahara desert. And I'm so happy I was dry like a Sahara desert, because why would I want to lose my V card by somebody who's 21 when I'm 13? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, that leads to the story. A couple months later, I actually did lose my V card to a boy that was my age that I was dating in Exemius, and I hated it. So I started dating females, and I was lesbian for a couple years. Yeah, that will lead down all of that rabbit hole that y'all already know about and stuff like that. So that's basically the end of the story. My lesson to y'all is y'all need to start checking y'all kids' phones, okay? Check them phones. Give them these talks when they're of age. Let them know what's up. Don't just send them out in the world and they don't know nothing and they just sitting here following their friends or trying to be grown and they end up in a scary situation. It's 2025 now. Talk to y'all kids. Check their phones. Every 2 days, I be in Promise phone like, yeah, I'm nosy. I'm in there. Like, yeah, start paying attention to your kids. Start hearing them out. Start checking on them mentally and everything. Because, Lord, at 13, you don't even want to know the stuff that was in my phone. You don't even want to know the stuff that was in my phone, okay? But, yeah, that's the end of the story time. If y'all like this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and Zeus.